This is Karma with WP for Creatives. In this video, we're going to look at the Contact Form 7 plugin and how to set up a contact form on your WordPress website. I've already installed the Contact Form 7 plugin, as you'll notice right here. If you need help in installing a plugin, see one of my previous videos on how to install WordPress plugins. Now that we have the Contact Form 7 plugin installed, we now see in our dashboard this contact option. I'm going to go ahead and click on that option. And by default, it installs a form called Contact Form 1. And oftentimes, if I'm just doing a simple contact form on my website, I will just go with this default form and use that. But just to give you a little more information on adding a form, editing a form, etc., I'm going to go ahead and edit this Contact Form 1. By default, the form asks the visitor for their name, email, a subject, a brief area for a message, and then a submit button. The only thing I change on this default setting is down here where it says where you set up the mail that you receive from this form. I remove this field here by default. I think it's picking this up from the initial install of WordPress on the site, and I change it to add your email, which is the one that they will add when they fill in the form. So it's actually picking up the email that they enter. Then it's good to go. If I make any changes, up at the top is where you save it. And then this is the short code you use on the actual contact page. I'm going to go ahead and highlight that and copy it. I have another tab open where I have the contact page open. So I've created the contact page already. I'm simply going to, actually before I paste that short code in, I'm going to say, please and oftentimes above this I would include it, if it's appropriate, phone number, address, etc. I'm going to keep this simple for now. I'm going to click on update. And to see this form, I'm going to just do preview changes. You can see this page really quickly. This is the default form with a submit button. Once they click the submit button, a little green box will show at the bottom saying the information was sent successfully. I'm going to show you just a bit more about the Contact Form 7. If I wanted to edit the form, say I wanted to add, I don't know, maybe I want to add a phone number here to ask them their phone number. To do that, I'm going to follow the same format. So I'm going to just copy this here and paste it right below it. Then I'm going to change this to your telephone. And I'm not going to make it require some get rid of that. Then this here needs to change, so I'm picking up the telephone information. To do that, we use this generate tag option to the right, and there is a telephone number option there. It's fairly straightforward. If I want to set any max length, default value, etc., I could do so. Since it's telephone, I'm not going to do this. Right here it says copy this code, paste it into the form at the left. I'm going to highlight that, copy it, and replace this with the telephone number field information. Then it says here, put this code in the email below. So I'm going to grab that code and then format this down here to say like so. So you can add information around the actual field itself so it's apparent what that field is when the email is sent to you. Since I changed, I'm going to click Save. If I go back to the contact page, do preview changes, we'll now see the telephone field pop up below. So that's how you add a contact form to your website, and that's how you can also add or edit a contact form within WordPress.